Okay. Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas. My daughter insists that I do this recipe so everyone could see who's interested in making it if they would like. They're the jam cookies. They're just a jam cookie, but it's one of my husband's favorite, and it's from Austria. But basically, it's just a sugar cookie recipe. But anyways, here we go. And Millie, if you're listening, this is especially for you, honey, okay? And for you too, Shirley and Stevie, here we go. Have everything ready before you start. Obviously, you all know that. Your cookie sheets lined with parchment and buttered. Oven, now pay attention to this. My oven runs slow. Normally, these cookies should be cooked at a 300-degree oven, but mine runs slow, so I'm doing them at 325. The rack should be in the middle of the oven, not in the bottom, because they only take about 5 to 6 minutes to cook. Okay, here we go. We're starting off with flour in a large bowl. 2.5 cups. I already have 1 cup here. Here goes 1. And the second. 2. It's not a complicated cookie to make. There's 2.5. Now, Millie, if you make them and you run into issues, just call me. You should have been here, Millie, but I didn't know I was going to make them today. Okay, there's 2.5. You can go a little bit more, a little bit less. Okay, that's done. Now, next is your sugar. You're going to go with, I think it's 1/2 cup. Yes, 1/2 cup of sugar.
I can show the recipe.
Oh, well, there's the recipe, okay? So before the sugar, we're going to put a teaspoon of baking powder. One teaspoon of baking powder. Now 1/2 cup of sugar. I'm doing this with the tablespoon. Normally I would just pour the sugar. All right, there's 1/2 cup of sugar. So now you have your flour, your baking powder, and your sugar. Give it a bit of a stir. Okay, the next ingredient. Oh, go take the picture of Uncle Buck's clock, Kathy. It's so nice to hear my brother's clock ticking every hour on the hour, even though it keeps me up sometimes. So, the next ingredient that we're going to put is 1/2 pound of butter. Now, here's where you're going to have to use your hands. What I do, I just break the butter up like this. I don't use no pastry, I don't know what you call it. Here we go. This is 1/2 pound of butter. And do not substitute margarine. Okay, there's your butter. Clean hands. Now we start. You're going to take it just like you would do a pie crust. And you're going to work the butter into the flour until you can no longer see it. Here we go. Shirley, you could watch this too. And you could pass this recipe on to Tatiana. Matter of fact, I bet Tatiana even knows how to make them. But anyway. Well, Shirley, did your sister already come to visit you? You mentioned she would be there on the 10th. But anyways. So see how nice the butter has to be room temperature, right? So it dissolves nicely into the flour.
Go closer.
So see, now see if you look at the flour, you do not see any butter. It's totally blended in with your flour. Okay? Now, what you do now, you create a little well. There she be. Okay. Now, okay, back up.
I'm trying to show the well.
Okay, you have 3 egg yolks. And I would recommend putting the egg yolks in a small container rather than doing it right inside. Now, the reason why we're not using egg white, because egg white would make your cookie tough. And you're going to use the yolk, you'll get a softer dough. What's the egg yolk? Put it here in the center. Okay. I put it in here. Now to this, we're going to add, you eyeball it, teaspoon of vanilla. If you want a little bit more, go ahead. I'd say a tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay? And 2 tablespoons, or it depends now, milk. Start with 2 tablespoons or 3. There'll be enough liquid to bring all the dough together, okay? And you can do this if you want. And you add your milk. I'm going to put it all. Might need more, maybe not. So, see, it's very basic recipe. It's only flour, sugar, baking powder, egg yolk. See how it's bringing it in? And if you find you need more milk, then you're going to add a little bit more if you need more liquid, put a little bit more milk. But this will come together. Bring it all together. Once you get it together, then you're going to put it on your work surface. And you don't want to put too much flour. And it doesn't make many cookies neither. I'd say it makes, because there's 2, well, you'll see. It makes, I don't know, 30? Maybe not even. Because there's 2 parts to the cookie. If you go take a picture over there, I used your sugar cookie. That's how it's going to look. See, there's 2 parts to it. And that's a sugar cookie I made last night. And I wanted to do the test because the recipe is very similar. And that there is apricot jam, and you sprinkle it with icing sugar. And that's the end result when the jam cookies are completed. But that is the sugar cookie recipe. Right. Now, okay, go down with your hands. The recipe there. Here. Got to move the butter. Here. Maybe that little.
Where do you want it?
Just put it there. Put it there. We're done with the baking. Now, I like cleaning up as I bake because I need the space on my countertop to roll out my cookies. Okay, put it over there. Okay, done with the cup. We're done with this cup. We're done with the sugar. Okay, the flour we leave out. I got a little bit of. You could do it on a board. I do it just on the countertop. So now here's where your hands come in. You need to feel the dough. Now the dough's very soft yet, so it needs a bit more flour. Oh, now what you could add, but it really is not important, is a packet of vanilla sugar. But I already put the vanilla in.
Ma, turn toward me a little bit.
What?
I couldn't see.
Hey. Clean countertop. Now, your turn. Yeah. Here. Now you have to sort of knead it, but not like you're making bread. Just work in the consistency. You don't want to use a lot of flour. There, that's pretty good right there. It should be nice and soft, and you have no dough sticking to your hands, and you don't want to overwork it. Now at this stage, what a lot of people do, and you can, because it's made with butter, you can turn it into 2 discs, refrigerate it for 30 minutes, and then take it out. But I'm going to show you. I'll do a little bit, just to give you a rough idea. Now you're not working with all this dough. You're going to section it off. Okay? Work with this much. Because I usually put it in the fridge too, but I'm just going to show you the process.
We can put it in the fridge if you want, and I can come back.
Huh?
We can put it in the
No,
fridge.
I'm just going to give an idea, then they can continue. Dust your counter, your board, whatever you're using, okay? You flatten it. Oh, I need one more tool. My pie clipper to put the cookies in. Here, put the butter over there. Get your parchment paper. You know, parchment paper, sort of overrated. I never used it before.
You use wax paper.
Nothing. No, I just went butter. Okay. With your rolling pin, again, a little bit of flour, not a lot, because this cookie doesn't want a lot of flour. You start in the middle, just like you're doing your pie crust, always from the middle. Work your way out, not hard to do. If you want, you can sort of turn it over. Make sure the surface, see, not much, but enough that it's not going to stick. Okay, always from the center. Work your way out. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Now keep in mind there's baking powder, so they will rise slightly because it's only 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So, depending on the thickness of the cookie. Now see, the sugar cookie's not going to come that thick. I made those a little bit too thick even for a sugar cookie. But if you want to use a cookie cutter, go ahead. A lot of people use a round, and for the top they use a star. I have a star, but I find it's not, once you do the stars, it's not enough cookie. So I just go with a regular glass like this. Or you could use, you want a smaller cookie, you can use this glass. But you need a bottom and a top. So here's what I do. I make 12 of these. A little bit of flour. And so on. Make sure you have flour on your glass. It's not rocket science. See the remaining dough? Anybody that made cookies before, they know. And you put it here aside. Now, I use this because I find it does a better job than using a square. But It's up to you. You take it, you go 1 and 2, 3, 3 across, okay? The 3, 6, 9, 12. So, there.
I'm going to go over here now.
So I'll continue this till I have 12 bottoms. Then, the next time, now see you have the leftover dough here. And what you do, you take this here dough, and another little piece of dough from the larger piece, and you're going to add it, okay? This dough is very forgivable. It's beautiful, this cookie dough. Yeah. And then you continue. The key is don't burn them.
How long do they cook?
Well, I'm going to pull them out after 5-6 minutes. And you have to, after 5 minutes, take your spatula, lift the cookie. If it's golden brown underneath, they're done. You don't want them going dark. Now, always roll from the middle like your pie crust. Now, I'm looking at that. That's thick enough. And see, Millie, they're not hard. Even you, Stevie and Shirley. Huh. Always take the remaining dough away. Put it here. Hmm. 9. And don't worry if they're not completely round. But you can use any, but the bottom has to be round. Whatever you use. In the top you can use a star. Okay. They're going in the oven now. And always check your time. So you know. I do anyways. See where the rack is?
What time is it? It is about 12 minutes to 3.
12 to 3. Okay. Now, we have 12. So, see this here?
Hello?
You can go with the same glass, or you can go to a smaller glass. So, it'll be, well, almost it's the same. Whatever you want to do. But here now, what you're going to do, where's my little, oh, okay. These are the tops. Take whatever.
What is that?
This is from my Spirit of Anisette.
Oh, the lid?
The lid. You can go with the little vanilla lid. You can go with the little, peppermint, whatever, not spices, season. What do you call it? Flavoring. So, here's what you do. These are the tops. You go one circle. Now, and the reason why you're doing that,
I have little cookie cutters.
I don't want it. Why? I don't need it. So look, see, this is the top. Now, if you have a smaller top, you can go 2 holes, but you need a smaller top. Say if you had a top like this. See, this is from, I don't know, whatever, almond or that. You can go 2. But I just do the 1. The 2, if you do the 2, you get enough cookie. Sort of looks a little prettier. But Okay, now you got the idea, and then you continue. See the small amount of dough, but you're going to always add a little bit more. And then after they're baked, you completely cool them. Like you could tell, it doesn't make many cookies.
Echo, set a timer for 5 minutes.
No, I'll check.
5 minutes, starting now.
But this, like, that's the end result. That's the end result. You're going to let them cool. Now, when you take the cookie out, you spread apricot jam. You don't like apricot? Use strawberry. Use peach. But the traditional cookie is apricot. So I stick with the apricot. But for whatever reason you don't care for it, then raspberry has a lot of seeds. Maybe you like blueberry.
Blueberry would be good.
Another reason why we use apricot, it's not as sweet, because don't forget you're dusting them with icing sugar. And that makes it sweeter. But whatever jam you want. And that's it. But they're going to be totally cool. And then one plate, I don't put them on a wire rack when I take them out. There. Watch, move. Here. This is it. They come out of the oven. I put them here.
I'll show that.
Yeah, in a plate. And I stack them. And then I go to the dining room. You have your icing sugar ready and your sip. Fill them with jam. And you don't put a lot of jam. Okay.
I remember making these with you when I was a little girl.
You never made them.
Yeah, when I was a very little girl, we made these and
maybe.
thimble cookies. And we
Okay,
made
1 minute.
keepfuls. And sugar cookies. And Russian tea balls.
Six. You could do it this way too and put the holes right in the thing. In the pan.
I'll come over here. Oh, no, I won't. It's too hot by the oven.
What?
I was going to stand by the oven, but I'm wearing this giant house coat and I'm hot.
Okay, Kathy, switch your coffee on.
Okay.
We usually have coffee 3 o'clock in the afternoon. See, remove the dough. Now, that's a little thick.
We usually have Christmas music playing, but we have to turn it off because Facebook won't let you play Christmas music.
You said I can't put the music
No,
on.
you can't. Facebook won't let the video go up with it. They'll take away
Why?
because we don't own the music.
That's a little too thick.
The music is copyright.
So, okay. Take the dough. It's only some. Actually, I used the top from the vanilla. And you could put the cookie right in the sheet and do it.
They smell good already.
The vanilla and the lemon.
No, like in the oven. They're
What
cooking.
time is it? You said 13.
6 minutes to 3. They're probably ready then. Because you said 5 minutes.
5 to 6.
It was 12. It was 12 minutes too, was it? And now it's 6 minutes too. So it's been 6 minutes in the oven. Should we check? Let me show too.
See, this oven's slow. I got it with $3.25, eh? No. See, they're white?
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
Not yet. They smell good.
Yeah, it's been a anyway. That's sticking for me. Let's try this one.
Dip it in flour.
Yeah.
There's our 5-minute timer. Echo, stop.
That's better.
That lid's better.
It's a little smaller, eh?
You used to have the metal cutters. You had the big one, the round one, and the little one. And they had
Yeah, I
handles.
don't use them no more.
Remember
The
they had
Star.
little handles?
Okay, so you get the idea?
Yeah.
And then after, when you put the jam on a cookie,
We'll show that.
well, you can't do it now. They're gonna be
No.
totally cool.
We'll show. I can edit the
Yeah.
video. We'll do it.
But you keep on adding a little bit more dough to the remaining dough. You know, so as you see, I didn't put it in the fridge.
So you don't have to put it in the fridge.
No,
It just makes the dough easier to work with.
of the butter, yeah. But I don't have a
You don't have a hard time with
problem,
it.
no. Well, and move your dough. Oh, and Anna Marie, when you watch it, I got my appointment for the 21st of December to get my hair cut. Baby Ann.
Where are you telling Ann that you have an appointment for your haircut?
Because when she saw the video when we made the ribbons, she said to Linda, let Auntie Susie know it's time now to go for a haircut. And I've been wanting to. But anyway, I wish you were coming to the zoo again, Anne.
Oh, that was a nightmare for her flying last year.
Oh, it was a nightmare, Anne. A nightmare.
Poor Ann and poor Sarah.
And Sarah.
How
Oh, what a nightmare.
many delays?
A million. You came on the 27th of December,
It
Anne.
was terrible.
But I'm glad you came. Yeah.
Smokey said woo woo when you said Ann. Maybe she.
Almost there.
Not yet.
No.
What about the thinner ones?
I'm going to give it one more minute. Depends, like I said, on your oven, okay? My oven, I baked them at 300. Well,
Ready?
yeah, they're ready.
Smokey says you're going to bake the bird.
And see, these are the rounds. You go in.
So now you're doing the tops.
These are the top.
There's one that doesn't have a hole.
Oh,
Should you take it back out?
why?
So don't burn yourself.
Okay, cut them.
All right.
Yep.
And then we'll come back when these are done. And
And you're going to take them out
it's
of the
3
cookie
o'clock
sheet.
exactly.
Top, they come out of the cookie sheet
Okay.
immediately. You
We'll
don't
show
let them
them.
sit, eh?
Watch.
I don't have no rack. This is my rack right here. My plate.
Smokey thinks you're talking to her. She said, what? Oh.
So, and so to show you after the jam will go over here, not on this side. The jam will be spread in here. Then the other ones come out, they go on top,
We'll show them.
and
We'll show them.
there's the icing sugar behind you, Kat. That's what they look like.
Yeah.
But those are stars. You could use a star for a top. Use whatever. And once they're cool,
Pretty.
then I cool them slightly, then I stack them. Make room on the plate for the next.
All right, and we'll come back when it's time to put the jam in and the
now I'm
sugar.
gonna have a cup of coffee. There she be.
Nice cup
now
of
you have
coffee. Hang on, wait, see it?
Okay, we'll continue later. See you in a bit. Stevie, I hope you're watching this. You too, Shirley. And Millie, especially you, Millie. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye. Okay, now we're going to finish the jam cookies. See, you got a plate. Get a Tupperware container, any size. But it should be a Tupperware container, and line it with wax paper or parchment. I'm only doing a few, then the camera's shutting off. So, here we go. This is how I do it.
I'm going to move the jam out of the way.
I need my jam.
Yeah, I know, but it was right in front of you.
Okay. You get some jam. The jam, try to make it room temperature because it's easier to spread. That's a little bit too much. Now, a lot of people, I like to jam all over, but it doesn't have to be a great deal. Depends how much you like jam. But anyways, my cookies are a bit thick. They should have been rolled a little thinner. That's what happens when you're on camera, but the taste won't be affected. Anyways, so hopefully someone in the audience will take the time to make them.
The bird's still laughing.
See, like I said, you don't have to use apricot. But out of all the jams, it's the less sweeter of jam. So, but if you don't like it, whatever you choose, you may use. That rhymes. Whatever you choose, you may use. So anyways, you can actually put them in here too if you want. But I prefer putting them here in the plate.
Just to work on them.
Yeah, to finish them off.
What's this bowl for? You don't
For
need
me
it?
to set the spoon.
Oh.
Anyway. Here we go. It's a bit of a process. But not as long if you were to decorate cookies. I prefer all the natural elements in a cookie rather than all that colored icing sugar. Okay, now you put the top on. And when you put the top on, give it a bit of a twist so that ensures, see, shouldn't be this thick, but that's okay. Give it a bit of a twist. Should be this thickness. I should have rolled the cookie dough a little bit more.
Or maybe they just rose a lot.
No, it should have been rolled a little thinner. That's okay. Okay? Now, I'm going to put them in here. No. Next step. See, I'm getting ahead of myself. Dad does it that way. Give it a little twist. A little twist. Use usually when I make them, I end up with more top. So when you bake them, do 12 bottom and 12 top to sort of keep you even, okay? So now, here's, you go into here. Okay, I'll put the sugar in here. It'll be easier so you could see it, okay? Normally I just put them in there, but I'll do it this way. Icing sugar in the little strainer. What do you call this?
Strainer? I'm not sure. A sifter?
No, sifter, yeah.
You got these two in here
Give
too.
me,
Here.
see how pretty that looks?
Yeah, pretty.
Give me those two.
Don't you just shake it side to side?
Yeah, but go get me a spoon.
Okay.
So anyways, you got basically
Well, Mom,
the
you gotta
idea.
pause while I get you a spoon.
What the-
Pause.
I got a lot of icing sugar here in the. There, that's better. So see, you get the idea? And then put them in your container. You could use a bigger container, a longer one. And that's the process. Bottom, the side you put the jam, not on the back. The top side of the cookie. The jam is spread on the top side of the cookie.
Dad wants us to bring him one.
What?
Dad.
Cook him a sugar cookie in the kitchen. It's the same. There. Okay, I don't have to do any more on camera.
No. Okay, well, you can say goodbye.
Okay. Okay, have a good evening, guys. I hope some of you attempt to make it. It's not hard, and they're quite delicious. Let me know if you do and how they turned out. If you got any issues, well, go online and let Kathy know. Okay, signing off. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Okay.
You gonna say Merry Christmas?
Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy New Year.
Here's Dad. How is it, Dad?
Delicious.
Okay, Mom, you want to say Merry Christmas?
I did.
I know, but I don't know if it was on video.
What?
I don't know if it was recording that part.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. Give me a call, Stevie. Let me know if you got the recipe. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Anna Marie. Hi, Millie. Hi, everybody. Okay, signing off. Well, my brother Buck would always say, there she be. Another day gone. So there she be, everybody, from my big brother Buck, who we miss and love very much. Bye, Buck. There she be, Buck. There she be.
Okay.
Yeah.